welcome to the Delayed Adam CommanderSmiths.
We are the Delayed Adam CommanderSmiths? I was going to say counterspells. I am still on last week's episode.
I'm Adam Smith.
I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
All right, I think, nope, it's not catching up yet. We'll get there in a second. You know what I'll do is I'll disconnect my video, so I'm going to disappear. Why don't you tell us what we're doing today on this Secret Lair episode?
Hey, well, you just said it. Jesus. Stealing thunder. Secret Lair comes out tomorrow. That's why we are doing the cast on Sunday night instead of Monday night. We should stop saying that we record Monday nights because we just adjust for whenever we need to. How about that? We do it like once a week, maybe.
Yeah, I know. It's and I was also thinking, I'm like, should we be doing the podcast on Friday this week or Sunday? Like, we could do it whenever at this point.
We can, yeah, nobody trusts us when it comes to accountability. We just release on Wednesdays,
right?
Which again, that's false for this week because we're going to put it out ASAP.
Yeah,
because it's a dead episode after like 2:00 tomorrow.
Yeah. So we're gonna get right to it. We got Pink Devilfish. Hey, how's it going tonight?
But Secret Lair tomorrow, 11:00 Central. Right. That's normally when it happens. It's a big one. It's a big one.
It's a big one. It's the big one. But yeah, we have like I said, it's Secret Lair. So really quick, we're just gonna get right into it. Let's just do the tags really quick. So there's a couple ways you guys can follow us and support us financially wise. To support us, we're not on like Twitter and stuff like that anymore at this point. We might jump on Blue Sky here pretty soon. But if you want to chat with us, the best way is just pay $1 a month and you jump on the Discord, and that's basically our Twitter and Blue Sky at this point because we just post stuff on there. I mean, you're posting TikTok stuff all the time. We're posting memes. We're posting all sorts of crap on there. Right. Conversations, all that. So really,
I mean, essentially Discord for me is when you aren't paying attention to when I'm sending you my TikToks. and then I go, okay, I guess the Discord has to endure this. And then that's when I just start posting stuff there. And then Alex starts complaining things. So
he's like, oh,
it works for me.
Saw this 2 years ago. Way to go, Lowry.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically our social media is Discord. So highly suggest if you guys want to follow us on that stuff. That's basically our social media. So $1, whatever. But the good thing is if you become a patron, you can get proxies each month if you so choose. Higher you're moving the tiers, the higher you can get these like foil proxies like my son helped me make here. We made the Marvel ones, which here, look at that one. That's that Storm one. So we have all sorts of proxies that you guys can get. So it's a little benefit to you guys being a patron. So that's a financial way. The other way is you guys can jump on our store, which is actually on my eBay, which is listed in the link below. You can get the mugs. I don't have my mug on me. You have your mug on you?
Yeah.
Show the mug off.
I'm drinking from it tonight.
All right, so you can see that. It's a Yeti mug. Boop. Well, you got to move it over that way a little bit.
Not all of them come with
there we go.
Stickers.
Yeah, Lowry has a little extra sticker on it.
I have the prototype, and I'm too cheap to buy my own.
So it's 22 ounces. That sucker fits all the beers, or any other beverages.
Two small, not tall boys, but two regular beers.
And so it's
or pops or
whatever you want, or your THC drinks.
Well, I mean, not whatever you want. It's not going to hold 2 waters. That's a weird thing to say.
2 waters,
right?
But yeah, that's the other way. We have metal tokens on there. We're going to be adding some more merch on there as well, so you guys can check that out. There's a separate section on my eBay for our merch and all that. Other ways, just really quick, if you click this video to watch it, it's just as easy to like it and subscribe. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, do it now. If you haven't pressed the like button, please do that now because that helps us out more than you know. I think that's about it. I mean, I'm not going to hit any more tags. If you guys want to direct message us. Oh, Lowry is drinking. What are you drinking, Lau?
The beer I'm drinking currently is the Boulevard 35th Anniversary, which is a barrel-aged ale. And it's quite good. Quite good. I had this last time we were playing. And then I'm going to move into a new one for me from this weekend, Blinding Light Show, which is
Blinded by
Luminoferosis IPA.
Kid can't even read.
I don't know those words, but it's from. Can't even read. Yeah, thanks. War Pig Brewing. Had a little. It was good. It was good.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna.
I'm not
in front of you. And
I'm not drinking with you tonight because I have a potential tattoo appointment Cindy has the tattoo appointment tomorrow, and if there's time, I get fit in. And
That's good. Normally it turns into sex when we drink together anyway. So,
so if you want to direct message us, you can shoot us an email, CommanderSmiths@gmail.com, or like I said, become a member of the Discord. We do have the raffle going right now, so the Chrome Mox, we're at $60. If we hit that 140, every dollar that you put into that while we're live is one entry into potentially winning that foil Chrome Mox. So we have that. Once we hit that, if we hit it tonight, I won't take a Malort shot. It would have to be the next cast. But when we hit that, we get a Malort shot, and then the next time we'll have a new raffle going up. So those are the ways you guys can support us. Done with all the little tag stuff. So let's just jump right into this, because we're going to make this a short, sweet episode as much as we can for being short. And it is
sweet.
Secret Lair, so I got to hit that.
Okay.
It's a secret. Okay, so both of us were on opposite breaks for spring break. You were on spring break, and then you got back, and we did our last cast, and then I immediately went on spring break. In that time you were gone, the SpongeBob was revealed, which we're going to go over that really quick, but if you really want a detailed one, check out the SpongeBob Secret Lair. I'll link that. It's not linked immediately if you're watching this now, but later when you're watching that's on there as well. But we will go over it, so you probably don't have to go to the detailed one. You can probably just watch this video. And then we're going to go over, there is 9 total drops in this super drop here. And
that's a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to say right off the bat, like, there's some decent ones in here. Like, I think there's some pretty good ones. There's a couple stinkers, but for the most part, we got some good ones in here.
So anybody watching, you can leave at this point. You know there's some good ones, and then
I can tell you.
Just guess. You know.
You've had you're loosey goosey. You've had your beverages tonight.
I had 2 beer with dinner, and that's why I just kept on going.
I saw the pic, like you were posting on Discord, your beers, and then the Renshai fight and all that stuff. But I was like, damn it, Cindy, Larry's drinking tonight. I know he's already drinking too, so that means he's gonna drink on the cast, and I can't drink tonight. I was like, we're not on the same wavelength when we're doing our drink. Anyways, okay. Do you want to talk about the breakpoints, or should I talk about the breakpoints and then we get into the?
Well, I mean, okay, I can do it because I don't really know what you're talking about. But breakpoints are essentially buying multiple of the same secret layer because there is value inherently in, I don't know about inherently, but within what we're putting on it. And then basically anything over, if you buy 3, 2 of them should pay off the one. Thusly, you're kind of playing Magic for free in that regard. Right. And so you can make a little bit of money on top of that too. Yeah. But also we do know that there's limited quantities out there, and maybe don't buy everything and put all the money on the farm. Right. And a quick note with that too is like mature timing on this. A lot of these prices is typically with the secret layers. What happens? Here's how it goes. Pre-release, like pre-sale, when this goes on sale and you start selling, like whatever, your prices are going to be really high. Like people are going to like, I want those cards. I didn't get the secret layer if it sells out. Let's just say it sells out. When it gets in hand though, the prices tank. So if you get in the FOMO, just give it time. Wait for people to start getting in hand. If you're not wanting to buy the whole drop and you want to get singles. So we're going to kind of go through that too when we do this, like if we're going to buy this or not. But give it time, wait till it gets in hand, and then you can buy these for super cheap. Now over 10 to 16 months, that's the mature timing. So it takes about a year for these to get back up to the prices that I'm talking about here. And then it depends on the drop. Like sometimes they'll go higher. Maybe sometimes they don't reach the point that I was thinking it would get to, or something else happens and they don't reach the price. Or for example, Tiamat the dragons are coming out. So Tiamat just went crazy off of the Beetle and Grimm's secret layer. So now that's a $100 plus card where, I sold all of mine from that for like probably 60 or something or 50. And now you were happy with that too.
Right. It was a profit, but now it's $100 plus and it's probably going to keep going up. So that's everything you kind of need to know there. We're going to have a breakdown of each one of these in the description below as well. So if you want to rewind and watch what we're talking about, or if you just want to go to the description when we're not live, if you're watching us live and you want to look down there, you're only going to see the SpongeBob stuff. So, all right, let's get to it. Lowry, what is the pricing on this? When does this go for sale? You know the typical the stuff on this. So
Okay, mostly everything is going $30 non-foil and then $40 foil. I didn't know. Did SpongeBob?
Everything
a little bit more.
Nope, everything the same. 34.
Everything.
Yep.
Okay, and this comes out Monday, March
for life.
24th.
24th.
24th. I don't know what day it is. Come on. And then at 11 Central.
So
and then it's going to be a fight.
Yep. There's going to be. I think there's going to be a line. You expect the line, the 30
especially
minutes
with
to an
SpongeBob.
hour. Yep. One thing that's added here is this little guy here, this Deadeye Navigator. For those of you listening, sweet art. Freaking love this. So they're replacing. I'm guessing they're replacing because they do say that this is every $150 that you spend, you get a Deadeye Navigator in this like cool. It reminds me of the Cool Ocean Breeze, which is the one that had Thoracle in it.
Oh,
it looks like the same art to me. I didn't double check that, but that's what it reminds me of, is the Thoracle.
I would disagree with that, but
what?
That's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't have to agree on everything.
It's more of the watercolor. Now you're wanting me to like go search just to prove you wrong, but I'm not going to.
Anyways. It's weird to want to go prove yourself wrong.
I just want it. Okay. That's why I live, Lowry, to prove you wrong. That's all I'm here for. So yeah, every $150 you spend, a Deadeye Navigator will come with it. So that's kind of cool. I mean,
how about this though? This is not Soul Ring, and this is not Seedborn Muse. Those are the same kind of things where they're giving you $150. This ain't that.
Right.
I'm gonna say that.
But I will say this: they are still for sale, $150, or the Soul Rings. So the Soul Rings got dirt cheap because it didn't sell out. Like Seedborn Muse sold out instantly. You know, that was within that same day. They made enough of the Soul Rings that they're like, it's been up for a month now, at least. You know. Yeah. So, anyways, this.
But when was the last time you played Deadeye Navigator?
All right, I haven't.
Right.
I haven't.
Right.
So, I think you're the only one that I've seen play Deadeye before. I might have put it in a deck once.
Time.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get started. I'm gonna quickly go through the SpongeBob stuff. For those that like, again, if you want the detailed breakdown of this drop, you can check out that video. But the very first one is just all legendary stuff. So we have Joda, Barktooth, Toxrill. Your little guy that you had on your blue stuff. What is it?
Yeah.
Grazilax?
Grazilax?
Yeah, Grazilax is in there. We have, there's Toxrill there. Let me just make sure.
I love Toxrill in there.
Yeah, so we have Charix. And what is this one? That one is, can't even see him. Oh, it's the
Skrelv?
Skrelv, yep. Skrelv there. And then we have Toski, which is awesome.
Toski is awesome.
Patrick's is really bad, but it's that's the Barktooth one I was talking about, and then the Joda in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that one seems awesome.
Yeah, no, this one is legit, man. On the non-foil side of things, you have a total value of $65 minus fees, brings you down to $51. So going back to that break point, if you buy 3 of these, you're going to get 1 for free. You can sell the other 2 if you want to do them sealed, or if you want to sell them singles. That's what I typically do. You're going to get, after 3 of these, you're going to get 1 free. Now, on the non-foil or the foil side of things, we have a value of $100. Minus fees is 26, so it brings you down to 74. This is close to a breakpoint 2, but it's a breakpoint 3. Now, I might be underestimating these because it's SpongeBob. These might go higher than I'm thinking, especially since they're legendary. They're commanders. A lot of people are going to be playing with these as their face commander. In fact, Joda could be the commander for all of the universes beyond. I've been hearing other content creators talk about that, where it's like, oh, I'm going to build a deck with this SpongeBob one and bring in everything that isn't from, universes beyond. So I'm
old enough not to understand who Mrs. Puff is.
Oh, it's that
as the bonus card.
It's the pufferfish. It's the girl. I don't know what her part is in it. If she's a teacher, maybe. I've seen the show enough from the boys, and I was SpongeBob for like 3 Halloweens in a row, where my SpongeBob outfit smelled like beer because it was left over from the last time I wore it. But yeah. So, anyways, value-wise, breakpoint 3. What? Go ahead.
So my nephew, who's 24 years old at this point, Brandeis, and I kind of told him that this SpongeBob thing was coming out, and I gave him Magic cards when he was growing up, and so he knows about Magic, but he doesn't really care, doesn't build decks or whatever. I told him that this came out, and he went, "Really?
Oh, really?"
Like, so I think there's this has been going on for 20 years now, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
SpongeBob is legit 25.
At least because I was in college in 01, 02.
Yeah.
When I was wearing my SpongeBob outfit. Oh yeah. So she's the driving instructor, is what everybody's saying there. Pink Devil is saying it's the driving teacher.
But I do think that SpongeBob expected a little bit like the Miku Secret Lairs. Like, people are just gonna dive in on that. If you want these, make sure you get them. Yeah. Essentially, I don't.
And I actually that's where I'm at. The big ones in this, I actually have it as Toxrill and Toski. I mean, Toski, it was in my green. You know, I put Toski in a lot of decks because it's the drawing off of, and it's indestructible and all that. So I think this is a big drop.
All of them being legends is going to be
right.
It's perfect.
Right. The only one that's bad is, but it's a meme one. Like, but you're not going to build a commander deck with Patrick. Like, it just doesn't do anything. It's a 6/5, but it hasn't been printed since Legends. So I mean, that's that. Okay, so the next one is actually, is it going to do the memes? Yep. This one's legit the meme one. So it's internet sensation. This is not great cards, but it's all for the memes. So we have Counterspell in this SpongeBob.
It's perfect.
It is, but we have the SpongeBob there. We have Days with Mr. Krabs.
Days is good, but not for us.
Right.
That used to be a legacy card.
Right. I think that's what I even wrote. Legacy. That's exactly what I wrote on it. Yeah. Inevitable Betrayal with Patrick. Force of Despair. Was that our most used? No, Night's Wisp. Counterspell's the most used with 1.13, obviously. And then we got Night Whisper and a food token. So
also love it.
Night Whisper and Force of Despair is with Squidward, and actually SpongeBob and Patrick are in there as well. So all that being said, the value, if you're just taking it for face value, it's not that good, right?
Right.
But it is memes. So I think these could go higher, especially if they sell out pretty quickly.
I love memes.
But if we're just going by the numbers, $40 for the non-foil minus fees brings you down to 31. So not really, there isn't a way to get this one free. On the other side of things, we're at 60 for foils. Minus fees brings you down to 48. So again, that's pretty high. That takes, I think it's a break point of 8, 16, 24, 30, break point 5 or 6 and that. But it might be higher than what I'm thinking because of the memes, you know? And would this be the counterspell you played? I mean, we did just get the Hatsumiku counterspell, but I feel like this one's pretty stellar for a counterspell.
I want that one.
I know. Like that
is a legitimate counterspell.
Yeah.
It's so good.
But all that being said, really quick, would you buy this one? Is this one worth it? I should have asked you on the other one. The other one was worth it. Is this one worth it?
Yes. I how about this? I'll come out and just say I plan on buying 2 foil bundles, one for myself, and I'll give my nephew one.
Nice. Oh, good. Do I have that?
Oh, good for you.
Says the person who's going to buy as many as he can and can barely hold them all. Like,
shh, don't tell.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
It's a secret.
Now,
I know.
Now we're going to get to the lands. We got lands under the sea. So we have our plains, we have our island, we have our swamp, we have our mountain, and we have our forest, all with Gary the Snail. He's in every single one of these. How do you feel about these? Now, lands, let me just say, before we get into the you liking it or disliking it, lands from Secret Lair typically sell, for non-foil side of things, $5 to $10. Foil side of things, $8 to $15. Really good ones will reach $20, but that's kind of your range. So you're talking 25 to 50 of value in the non-foil, 40 to 75 in the foil side of things. But again, it is SpongeBob. So Lowry,
I see these being 10 easy.
Okay.
Apiece.
Yep. I agree with that assessment on that. But is it worth it for you? Would you? Do you think the lands are something you want?
Since I plan on just getting the foil bundle, I'm gonna eat this one. I'm not gonna be happy, but I'll just. Because, okay, so since it's going to be such a flurry of purchasing, it's easier to click 2 bundles rather than trying to go, I want 2 of these, not these. And so it's going to be like just trying to check out as quick as possible and sit in line for an hour to an hour and a half. So
this guy's saying
2 copies of each land is what
Mike is saying. You get
Mike?
2. No, let
Okay.
me scroll down. Oh, you're right. Hey, Mike, good call
Dope.
on that. I did not see that. That's a first.
maybe not. I still think it hits 10.
Yeah, no, but I mean, with 2, that's a
Yeah.
big difference. That's the first time they've done that, where they, you have your 5 different arts, and then they whatever. Sometimes we'll get 7 of all mountains. We've had that with the goats and all that stuff. But the 2 of each, whoa, that changes things a lot. Now that you buying the foil bundle of this, that's a good buy right there. I think these will sell out pretty quick.
That makes sense.
With everything. I dig that. No, I really like that, because that changes things. The minimum on the non-foils at 50, and the minimum on the foil side of things at 40 for my estimates. At $8 a piece. If you're saying 10, that's a little bit higher than what I'm thinking.
I think it's a moneymaker thing for sure.
Yeah, and I like the arts they use.
Just because of how popular, not necessarily how amazing the art is, even though it's that style. I just think that SpongeBob is such a big pull.
Yeah,
it's gonna feel like. Okay, so this isn't like Lord of the Rings level popular, but this is a step down.
And I would say a lot of the Magic community likes this kind of stuff.
For sure. Yep.
We're kind of the older generation of the Magic group, I would say. Kind of, we're on that upper tier of age bracket. But there's a lot of people that are under us where SpongeBob was huge part of their
Right.
And even with me,
I think it's going to bring in my nephew. Like, people in their 20s are going to fucking dig this. This is one of those things that's going to bring players in.
And the thing is my boys, 10 and 8, no, like they love. Like I showed them, I was like, "Hey, SpongeBob." They're what? SpongeBob? They don't know. I haven't taught them Magic yet, but SpongeBob, they got it. So it's even hitting.
Yep.
It's all along the spectrum there of age bracket there. So, let's see. Mike is saying, I usually don't buy land secret lairs. Do they generally come with a bonus? Yes, they do come with a bonus. We don't know what that would be. That would be.
I'd
cool
be
if
super
it's
happy with a command
command
tower if that
yeah.
came in.
I'm hoping a lot of times with the secret layers, they theme it with the secret, like if it's a Universes Beyond. So I'm hoping that they continue it. Sometimes they don't, but a lot of times they do have, something that relates to SpongeBob stuff. So I'm hoping we get a couple different ones, like we've gotten with like Fallout stuff, where it has, you get these 3 and then they have one that's super rare or whatever in that. Did I make note?
Yeah,
of,
like a tropical island,
Well,
volcanic island.
Yeah,
There's-
right. All right, let's get away.
That's
Let's get away.
They're not going to break this reserve list on
right
for SpongeBob.
on SpongeBob. Yes.
Did we keep that short and sweet for you?
Yeah.
Adam?
Yeah.
Okay, we did.
All right, so 24
wow.
minutes on the SpongeBob. All right, let's get over to the
We
new
didn't
stuff.
start until 10 minutes into it. Come
I
on.
know. Yeah.
All right, they grow up so fast.
Yeah, this is where you take over, Lowry. All
All
right.
right.
What do we got
You have-
here?
And so this is the original.
I gotta
It's
go
not really
right
the
one.
original, but Dragon Lord Tarka, Dragon Lord Dramoka. You
let
have
me
the
flip 'em
Dragon
over.
Lords essentially. Dragon Lord. You gotta go down. For
Sorry,
me.
I'm flipping them over to show the little
Dragon Lord,
baby dragons.
Gulligan, Gulligan Man, Dragon Lord Ojutai,
That was a lame
and
joke.
then you have the Dragon Lord Silumgar. I mean, I'll start off with this. Thank you.
You got
It's been a
Dragon
while
Lord,
since
right?
It's been 10 years since we've been to Tarkir,
Yeah.
but these are cool ones. Like these were the ones in Dragons of Tarkir, right? Or was this one in the melded site? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
But
remember.
either way, they are kind of iconic cards for their time at that point. For me, I don't think there's any of them that are worth much of anything.
Yeah, but they're
In my memory,
they're
other than Dramoka. Dragon Lord Dramoka's worth something.
yeah, but they are flip dragons as well.
Flip is very cool, but I'm sure they're played in Dragon decks. I haven't played a Dragon deck in a decade. I don't know.
Dramoka's-
Since Dragon came
Yeah.
out.
So generally, like you said, Dramoka that's in 36,000 EDH rec decks. All the others are between 9,000 and 16,000. So
Okay.
they get used. They're all legendary, so they technically could be your commander.
Right.
You're
Not saying that they don't get used. I'm just saying that they're not like. It's because there's a lot of dragon decks.
Right. Yeah.
I've never played Dragon Lord Dramoka, or not Dramoka, but yeah, Atarka, Kolaghan, and Silumgar. I've played Dramoka and I've played with Ojutai.
Yeah, I'm
But
trying to even
Ojutai
think if
was like-
I've played with any of these.
Right.
I don't think I've have any of these
They
in
look
a deck.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I
want
might
that.
I
They
might
look
do
gorgeous.
the Culligan one. Is it other creatures? Yeah, I might have played the Culligan man dude one. Man dude, dragon. Okay, so across the board, I think these in non-foil and foil range from the low end of $10, but $10 to $15, all of them. On the foil side of things, 15 to 20 for all of them. Value wise, non-foil 65, bring you down $13 off of fees, brings you down to 52 as a break point of 3. So we're staying at that break point 3 for a lot of these. Foil side of things, 90 minus 20 in fees brings you down to 70. So another break point 3. The one thing I wanted to note was the artist for this one, for what is that? Atarka posted on X or Blue Sky or whatever her art or his art or whatever it was, but this art for the baby dragon, but also posted an Ugin art of a baby dragon. So, and said this was my art from the Secret Lair series. So I'm not sure if that meant this is going to be in every single one of these They Grow Up So Fast drops, or more likely that's going to be the super rare drop that is in this. And that's kind of what we saw with Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku had, the Snapcaster was in, it was a very low drop rate on that, but it was in all of, you could have potentially got the Snapcaster in all 4 of those drops throughout the last year. And, I bought a crap ton of them and I didn't even see one of those. So maybe that's what's going to happen here. I hope it's in the bonus.
I think you're right about it being the super rare drop. Like, Ugin is going to be sweet.
Yeah.
Spirit Dragon, like, whoever gets that, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, hit the button.
There we go.
Good for you.
But
good for you.
we might see one person out of the whole Discord be able to pull that. Like,
but does that entice you to want to buy this a little bit more?
No.
Like, no. So
but
okay,
that's me. That's me. I hate gambling. That it doesn't bring me into it. Something that's so unlikely. And if I just buy one, like that chance of getting that is so little that it doesn't even matter for me.
yeah.
Are you still trying to do the pitch of like, hey, do you want to buy this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it worth it, Lowry? It's time for.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it.
This is the first one we're coming up against. It isn't the SpongeBob, so we kind of burned through the SpongeBob. Now we got official.
Yeah.
Is this
Okay,
worth it?
here it is. This feels very much like the Lorwyn lands from the last Secret Lair, where it was just like, this isn't worth it. And I did buy those. These I feel like I'm going to less likely buy, but because they are iconic and they're flip, I really like the flip part.
Yeah.
Like, that makes they are the premier version. I want to have these cards, so I might still just buy one. But if I'm like, ooh, I'm spending too much on this Secret Lair, this is
This will
something
be
that I
one that's
cut.
cut. So
Yeah.
where am I doing the price is wrong, bitch, or am I doing?
Price is wrong.
The price is wrong.
Because I also think the numbers that you were doing gut level, I understand that you did the research, but I'm the guy on the internet coming in saying, no,
Those are
I know
only-
more
those are-
without doing anything.
Those are 50-cent
Um,
cards.
Right. I just don't see the value in there. I don't see this being a payoff.
I'll say
for me, the price is wrong.
for me, I think it's right. Because one, dragons are one of the more popular tribes in Magic, and we have a lot of commanders, generals that can bring all these together. And because they are flip and they're borderless, they're not bordered, they're borderless, flip with 2 different arts. You got baby art, you got all this stuff, and that's on one card. I feel like these are like 10 cards instead of the 5 that we're seeing here, because you have the multiple arts with it. And flips in the past with Secret Lairs have done pretty well. Like when we've talked about the flip coin deck. Oh, I froze. Sweet. Oh, there we go. So for me, I think it's worth it because I think I would stick to the foil side of things on these, especially because of that.
Yep.
Non-foil, I think I would agree with you. I would hit it isn't worth it going in deep on this. But and again, I agree with you to an extent saying that I wouldn't go deep on this. I might get a couple extra copies, make that profit, but I wouldn't be like, I'd more want to put my money on the SpongeBob stuff than put my money on this. For sure. But we are having the dragons coming out, the new set. So these could be extra popular because of that. So for me, it is worth it. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is going to be... What do we got? Oh, yeah. Okay. What do we got here? Yeah,
this is one of my favorites. Garden Buds. You have 4 or 5 cards in this one, but you start off with Ashaya Soul of the Wild. This is the one that's turning all of your non-token creatures into forest. Phenomenal. You have Elvish Reclaimer. Is that the one that destroys something when it comes to play? No. That's the one that you could sack a land, go get another land. It gets +2/+2 with
any land to put it in. Which is
we were really big on that one when it came out.
Yep.
Harrow, fantastic. I love this in Calamax. I just played it. Otherwise, it's like a very cheap card, and it has at least one other like cool art or like textless printing of it.
Yep.
And then you have World Shaper. That is a card that brings 3 cards back or land cards back from your graveyard, which is pretty sweet. And then you have Hornet Greed, which is probably the other moneymaker. I love that Hornet Greed and Ashaya are in this.
Yeah. It's all
those are the 2 heavy hitters for sure, right?
Yep.
All in all, this thing, fantastic.
Yeah.
They
So
hit everything perfect. If you're trying to balance out like value, I'm talking about Wizards balancing the value within a Secret Lair. This is perfect. They're all playable. They're all solid. They all work together. This feels like a perfect Secret Lair right here.
So yeah, to piggyback on that, the lowest played card is the Horn of Greed at 38,000 EDH rec decks. That's not very low. Like everything's really high. We have 78,000 for World Shaper, 237 for Harrow, Elvish Reclaimer's 42, and then Ashaya's at 88,000. So they're all highly used cards. Ashaya has no special printing. Elvish Reclaimer. Oh, my computer just did its fun thing. I am so glad that my new computer is coming tomorrow because everything just went black on my end. I'm hoping that we're still live.
I'm seeing stuff still.
Okay, good. Well, my audio's still going there, so we're good there. God.
Okay.
What is going on? But
I don't know.
My video is completely gone.
Oh no.
This is ridiculous. Okay, so as long as we can hear me, then we should be good.
Yes. I'll let you know if you disappear.
I don't know, Lowry. I don't think anything's working on my end because I'm frozen. You're frozen. I'm unplugging.
Oh, there you go. Now you're gone. Now you're.
Yeah, but at least now I can at least scroll. Are you seeing my scrolling?
No. Uh-oh. All right, I might actually have to use my own shit.
Well, the problem is I can't visually show everybody what we're talking about, which is
a really good point.
Really kind of ridiculous that
it's not good for video, I'll tell you that.
Oh, I'm so glad my computer comes tomorrow because this is stupid. Oh, because I can see myself moving when I'm on the Zoom thing. So what is going on with the is there anybody on the stream that can just say that everything's still moving, but if it's frozen or not? Because that's what I'd really like to know. Yeah, because our Zoom, everything's working fine. It was just my whole computer just went to black. And then I can see you.
That's not good.
You can see me, right?
Uh-oh. I can see you starting to move, yeah.
Yeah. It's just the computer is not refreshed. And
I'm not the spring drop?
For what?
Secret Lair. super spring drop.
No, it's the bosses out of town drop or whatever. You know, the fun part is we might just have to end the stream quick and bring it back up, and then splice it all together. I'll have to hide it visually for everybody. That's gonna be fun.
It's not.
Are you able to, because I'm not even seeing chat talking here, so I think everything kind of shut down there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's end it really quick. We're gonna come right back. If you guys can still hear it, we'll be back in like 2 minutes. Just gotta
Just
refresh
keep your
everything.
audio going.
Yeah, we're not gonna stop audio. All right, we're right back. We'll see you in a sec.